Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Also, you are new. Welcome. So today we're back at Disney's Magic Kingdom for my final day doing Tom Sawyer's Island, also the Liberty Belle, and also go around the park and see what is new. So come along with me. Alright, so out today over here in Main Street, USA. Also for the very first time, I am actually going to do this little trolley over here. I have actually never rode it before. And here it is, the Main Street Transportation Company. I have never done this before. Every time I try to ride it, like, it's always like towards the end of the day and like they're done doing it or I miss it. But today, first time. So I was actually told I can actually sit here right beside the driver. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. And take a look at this, guys. This thing definitely has some age, and here is the steering wheel. And what do you notice on there? A familiar logo.
And welcome aboard. We are going to take a trip down to Cinderella Castle, so please stay seated at all times with the hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the bus. No eating, no drinking, no smoking, and please supervise your children. After I stop, remain seated. I'll then give you the all clear when you're ready to disembark. Thank you. Oh, these kids took out of
You can play Simpsons Road Rage.
Oh yeah.
I think it's pretty hilarious. People are not paying attention to a huge two-story bus driving on Main Street, USA. Okay, so that was our ride on the Main Street Transportation Company trolley over here, the two-story one. That was a pretty cool first experience. Very chill and relaxing. Getting to sit right here on the front row with the driver. That was pretty awesome. Now there's also other experiences as well. You can actually do this one over here. Little smaller ones. A little more personal as you will. Florida 1915. Wow. That's pretty cool. Oh, 1903. That's super cool. Well, alright guys, we're now headed into Liberty Square here at Disney's Magic Kingdom. I think it's really important to take a look at this and read it because of the change that's about to happen over here. Beyond this gateway lies a humble village built on hope and courage, the hope to be heard and the courage to listen and welcome new ideas, the hope for freedom for all, and the courage to fight for it at any cost. May all who step foot here and awakened by the same hope and courage spirited. Welcome to Liberty Square. Now, as you actually may have saw the thumbnail from today's video, me holding up the guide map, and here it is, Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna get another one on the way out, but this is probably gonna be the last style guide map that actually has Tom Sawyer's Island, also the Liberty Belle on it as well. And here it is, open it up, you can see Tom Sawyer's Island, also the Liberty Belle. I'm very interested to see in August as they change the guide map because it's gonna be closed and not there anymore. And there it goes, about to take off, but we were actually doing Tom Sawyer's Island first. Now, I saw something online the other day. I'm not sure if it's still happening. Maybe they already started doing it, but from what I saw, they actually already started closing off Tom Sawyer's Island, like where the bridge is at. So we're looking to see what's happening today. And there's Liberty Belle passing by Tom Sawyer's Island. And here's the boating dock actually loading right now. We probably won't be on this boat because, I mean, you can kind of see the amount of people over here. But we'll probably get on the next boat though. And I definitely recommend, if you are trying to come here during closing, trying to get here first thing in the morning to probably the afternoon because they're going to close it off because of the weather. Because, you know, it's Central Florida during the summer, you know, afternoon thunderstorms, of course. But yeah, you just never know. But I definitely recommend the mornings. All right, guys, so here we go. Tom Sawyer's Island boating dock over here. Tom Sawyer's Island Explorer map over here. I already took a picture on my phone. But yeah, here is the map. Everything you need to know about it. There's Wrath we're about to go on. Exciting. And also as well, over here we do have the attractions sign over here, Tom Sawyer Island. Join in the outdoor adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. For your safety, stay on the trails over here. All different kind of signs. Open at 11 a.m. Island closes at 7:30, so they actually just opened 38 minutes ago. Now, as you can see from the times on here, these things actually can change out depending on the day, and also the weather can also change this as well. All right, guys, now officially in line for Tom Sawyer's Island over here. We have some nice little frontier style music out here, come from these crates. Now just waiting for the other raft. Okay, now passing through. And we are now through. Are now passing on through here. Take a look at some of the stuff they actually have. Little thermometer. I think it's actually working too. It says about 85 degrees, but it feels like 100. That's a real one though. Not these though. Alright guys, that raft just left, and also we do have the other one coming. And that's probably the one we are about to board. It's full of people coming back, and also this one's full of people as well. And here we go guys, going to Aunt Polly's Refreshments. And we're now on the raft. Ooh, it is a hot one today. Wow. I think they have a total of like 3 rafts. There's one right there, here, there, and I think there's one over there. Maybe they actually use it, yeah. So they're actually using it right now, because when I was actually walking over here, there was one down there. So looks like they have a total of 3 rafts. Alrighty, now getting off of the raft onto Tom Sawyer's Island. And we are now officially here at Tom's Landing, well, Tom Sawyer's Island. Alright, let's keep on moving guys. As we come up, we have like a little fork in the road, of course. One last glance at his sign. It's all going away. And of course, we have the bathrooms over here when you come here or when you're leaving. Here's the boys. And I believe the other one is the women's over here. The girls. It's pretty awesome. Okay guys, we're now in the boys' bathroom. Make sure no one's in here before I start filming, because I want to document this. It's an old bathroom, and what that means, it's old Disney. So yeah, I just want to document it. You can kind of hear the music in the background. Very old Disney. You can see like the coloring of the walls. It's like this like green and like peach color. It's very old Disney. That's why I wanted to capture this. Not much going on here. Again, it's old Disney. All you can tell by like this like wooden panels over here. Just like it's old. But yeah, pretty cool. Well, alright guys, let's now start our day over here at Tom Sawyer's Island officially, now that we actually went into the bathroom. I think it's important to document it because, again, it's old, original Disney. And let's keep on going. This is actually an exit from the caves. We're going to do that later today. Well, a little bit later. Won't be too long, but we will explore all of Tom Sawyer's Island. Here is Harper's Mill. This here deserted grist mill was named after my friend Joe Harper's old man. If you choose to go inside, please don't scare the birds that you will find there, unless none good scared them before you did. Tom Sawyer. Okay, let's go inside Harper's Mill. You can kind of hear an owl. I feel like I'm at like an old state park or something like that. Where is that owl? Oh, there he is. Look at the little guy. And if you actually notice, his eyes actually do blink and light up. And it's going on through here. Taking it all in before it goes bye-bye. Alright guys, so that was Harper's Mill. And now, to our next location, we do have Hickory Switch Hill, or Aunt Polly's Refreshments. Let's actually go down to Aunt Polly's Refreshments. So this place actually used to be like a little quick service, I do believe, and it actually was a breakfast spot at one point, and now nothing is here. There were some videos I've seen in the past, like they had some like good like breakfast and biscuits and stuff, but that's like a long time ago. So here is like the little porch area. It's really nice. You can see this thing is old. Plenty of seating out here. Just want to come and chill, relax. Plenty of shade. Also could be a good spot to hide from the rain, but of course they do evacuate the island for a thunderstorm, but not for regular rain though. Pretty nice. Alright guys, now over here, looks like this actually was the pickup window for Aunt Polly's over here. And we do have these machines over here, Coke machines, and it's pretty crazy prices as I've seen. So this is Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Dasani. Let's see. Outsold. So $5. Okay. It's $5. That's a lot of money for a Coke. And coming over here, check this out. $8.80 for a Coca-Cola. Why? Why is that $8.80 for a Coca-Cola? Like, you can buy a 12-pack for that price. Like, that is ridiculous. But why though? Like, why is this $5? Why is that $8.80? That makes no sense to me. Guys, that is just nuts. I mean, still $5 is nuts too, but I'm just saying $8.80 for a Coke? That is nuts. Okay, next up, I think we're gonna do the Barrel Bridge. This is actually the exit for it, so we gotta go around over here. A little walkthrough. This is like a little slanted bridge. It's kind of cool. It's like on a decline. I always liked it. I cannot say the last time I've actually ever been to Tom Sawyers Island. I know it's been a while. All right, heading on down. Looks like this area is closed off. Man, I'm pretty sure when I do make this Cars Land, it's actually pretty big, because like Tom Sawyers Island's not small, because it actually goes way long down there. But yeah, let's go to the Barrel Bridge. Oh wow, okay. This is so sketchy. Oh my gosh. I somewhat don't trust this, but it's fun at the same time. Okay. And we're halfway through. And we made it. All right guys, now time to do the other half of the Barrel Bridge. This thing is so sketchy, but it's so fun. Gives you a little adventure to your theme park day, as you will. Just for like a week or two more. All right, and that will do it from the Barrel Bridge. Well, all right guys, did a little backtracking. So we did Aunt Polly's, the Barrel Bridge. Now time to do the Hickory Switch Hill.
We'll go this way.
Go up these steps over here to our next destination on Tom Sawyers Island. This really does feel like I'm at some like state park or something like that. It's nice though. Anyway, now I made it to Hickory Switch Hill. This really does look like a state park. We do have some tables over here. It's like you can like set up a tent over here in the shade or something like that. It's really nice. And we now come to Tom Sawyer's Scavenger Fort over here. This play area is enjoyment of children 2 to 12 years old. But people are still enjoying it though. And not sure what this is over here. It might have been something at one time. Something you spin around, maybe. Something it used to be. Now that was no more. Going up the fort. this little bridge.
I'm up here.
And that's really about it. Alright guys, so up next we do have the Crooked Bridge over here, and of course the windmill as well. Now this is actually closed, so this is actually probably what I saw online. I think there's some stuff that's gone wrong with like the handrails being detached.
100%.
Yep, it is closed. Now this actually might be a termite problem or something happened. Maybe? Definitely has some age on it, I will say that. You can see inside of there. Closed. You can see a part of the mill inside there. I'm not going in there, but just looking inside. And that was it from the mill over here. And it's still going, as you can see, but closed off. Also right outside of the mill, we do actually have the mystery mine over here. Gonna do that a little bit later. I'm gonna try to get to the forts first. But yeah, let's actually go down here. Let's see what's going on. This is actually the front of the mill. To be honest, like, I'm not really sad that this is going away. I do love nostalgic Disney and like old times, but I am ready and excited for new stuff. Take a look at that thing, man. It's all going away. And of course, Big Thunder Mountain over there. I think the train is now on ground, about to start testing. I think I saw someone post a picture of. Oh, this is nice. Really shaded over here as well. Definitely a nice area. And coming around, here's the other side of the Crooked Bridge over here. It's just really cool to see things closed, to be honest. I know it's kind of sad to some people, but like to me, get some excitement. Well, all right guys, now it is time to cross the bridge to Fort Langhorne over here. Also, I think it's actually kind of cool that the cave goes under the ground and actually end up over here as well. So yeah, let's now go across the bridge. All right guys, we're now across the bridge over here to the other side, seeing what's going on over here. And there is Fort Langhorne over there. And without going to this side over here, seeing what's happening. And also, we can see brand new roller coaster tracks for Big Thunder Mountain. Actually has some black tracks. Take a look at this. Ooh. Now I'll have to admit guys, this is actually pretty cool seeing up close the construction over here at Big Thunder Mountain, and also the brand new tracks. So I think I've seen pictures of it online, but like I had not officially seen it myself, the brand new tracks for the coaster. Now also something to think about, beyond Big Thunder Mountain, in a couple years we'll be having Villains Land. I'm actually really excited for that one. I mean, I really do hope Disney does not cancel it and actually does justice for the villains, because I think Disney knows the villains have a very huge fan base. So hopefully they do it right and do not cancel it. But now let's actually continue on our day here, Fort Langhorne. Check out what's going on. You can see this is the end of the island over here. All right, we're now inside of the fort. And over here is the guardhouse. You used to be able to hear him like snoring and stuff, but not anymore. Look at this guy. Dang, it looks real. And you can actually see him breathing as well. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Old Disney. And come over here is the blacksmith over here. And we actually do have some animatronics over here.
I'm at the fort, Mommy.
This guy is just staring into the wall. Maybe they're talking about something. They're probably talking about cars, to be honest. And also, some horses over here. It's like, what would they do with these things? They're probably gonna trash it. Yeah, take a look at this guy. This is cool, man. And also, I just saw a little dog down here. Look at this little guy wagging his tail, drinking some water. And also, before leaving, I just noticed one thing. This is actually a Confederate guy over here. And I think this is supposed to be a hidden Mickey. Maybe? Well, alright guys, so that was a blacksmith shop, but now let's actually go check out the rifle roost over here. Check what's going on. We have like a spiral staircase going up. It's a little tight. Definitely has some smelling on it to age. The first level is the overlook. Yeah, it's gonna be really awesome. Like, people don't think about it, but Cars Land is actually pretty big because, like, you got all Tom Sawyers Island, the water space, and also going way back here because really the island itself, the attraction, ends right here, but goes way down there, so they can use all this room for cars, which is actually pretty awesome. So hopefully, from what the concept picture looks like it has a good amount of room on it. And here is a cool shot of the Liberty Belle passing by Fort Langhorne over here. Goodbye, Liberty Belle. And also something to mention as well, when they do all the land for cars, they also have this land over here as well if it's not a part of the Haunted Mansion. So they actually have a good amount of room to work with over here. But let's now actually go to the rifle roost. Alright guys, now inside this little roost over here. Now I was actually talking to a guy that does Resort TV 1. He's actually doing like a little video right now. But like a lot of like the actual like guns are not working. Like here, you see here, this little rifle. It's not working. But this one is. Yep, and here is one rifle. So, guy told me this is the only one working at the moment. Pretty lucky I came this one first. Alright, guys, now it's time to head on down to the bottom. The little spiral staircase. And here we are, back in ground level. And one more look at Fort Langhorne over here, walking on into it. And next I'm actually going to do the escape tunnel. Here we go. This is watch your step.
Here we go. Wait, after when we escape was me over there.
Alright guys, I actually now got my phone light on over here. Going through the caves. Oh, this one's a little tight over here. I could have done the other one, but I didn't. This is pretty cool. Looks like we have two sides we can go through. Not sure what's over there, but we'll check out just in a second. And come over here. It looks like we do have this little door over here. Not sure what's in there. It's probably just nothing. Yeah, like a little storage area. Used to be something. Okay, let's keep on going through the tunnel. And it looks like we do have an opening. Yeah, a little escape tunnel from the fort. Hey guys, now officially exiting Fort Langhorne for the last time. And to the other side. Now, what I actually think would actually be pretty cool in a couple years, actually standing in this same exact spot, trying to remember where I'm at. Big Thunder Mountain over there. And also, Haunted Mansion's queue right here in Cars Land. Now I made it across the bridge, exiting Tom Sawyers Island. Well, alright guys, now it is time to go into the mines over here. Now there was no sign over here, but it is an entrance over here. So it's actually now go in. Now this one's pretty dark over here. And here is my phone light. yeah, this is dark. We have some like fossils over here. This is kind of cool. Not sure what's over here. It's this little tight area. Woo! This green like ambient light. Oh. Take a look at this, guys. This is cool. Also kind of looks like a face with a mouth, a nose, and some eyes. Wow. And it's actually not taking my light away. That is still pretty cool. I love exploring stuff like this. Over Camp Jurassic at Islands Adventure. Something similar to this. Has like a geyser. But this is awesome. Walking on through. Woo! Some like still water down there. It's a little cave. I don't think there's like any geysers over here, like Islands Adventure. It's just straight caves. Ooh man, these are tight. If you are a person that gets claustrophobic very easy, I probably don't recommend it. Okay, I think we're gonna keep going, I don't know, this way? All right, here we go. And we are now exited the caves. Well, all right, guys, that will do it here from Tom Sawyers Island. We explored the whole thing, the island itself, Fort Langhorne. We did the caves, and yeah, pretty fun time over here. And again, really, I'm not sad about this going away because of just what it is, because you know, I do think again it's very nostalgic Americana and what it is to Walt Disney World, but in another sense, like it's time for brand new stuff at Walt Disney World, and Magic Kingdom really does need new stuff. And like people have been saying, Magic Kingdom needs new stuff even before the announcements, because you know, like Disneyland gets a whole bunch of new stuff over there. It's time for Magic Kingdom to get some new stuff, and we are finally getting some new stuff. Cars Land, Villains Land. So honestly, I don't know when it's going to be ready. Someone actually just asked me on the bridge, when do I think it's going to be ready? Me personally, I'm going to give it like 6 to 10 years, because like it's full blown out lands, because like it took him 6 years, or maybe 5-6 years to build a little Moana walkthrough, and for them to actually build a full land with attractions, I give it 6 to 10 years. It's Disney we're talking about. They take a long time for themselves, and it took them like that long for Tron, and Tron is a copycat attraction from Shanghai. So just think about that one. So hopefully it doesn't take them that long, maybe at least 4 to 5 years for this and Villains at the same time, but we'll definitely see about that one. But now it is time to do the Liberty Belle. All right guys, now it's time to head back to the mainland.
Let's watch your stuff. Oh, that was fun.
Goodbye, Tom Sawyers Island. And now we are approaching mainland. Well, all right, guys. So it is around 1:30, and if I do remember right, I actually got to the dock to Tom Sawyers Island around 11:38ish. So yeah, I was there for about 2 hours at Tom Sawyers Island. Now it's time to get to the Liberty Belle, but also before that, I'm gonna go inside Petco's Bill, because you can go to any quick service and ask for a cup of water. So go and do that. So I actually didn't even go inside of Petco's Bill. I actually came right over here to Westward Ho Refreshments, got myself a cold cup of water. And on through over here, we actually do have some of the Country Bears overlooking Tom Sawyers Island. They're getting their last looks as well before Cars Land. So I had to wonder, are you excited for Cars? Cars Land. You know, like Lightning McQueen, ka-chow.
Are you gonna picture with him?
Oh, you're more interested about playing a guitar and stuff. Okay, I get it. So from a country fair's perspective, they don't really care about cars. They're more interested about their show. I get it though. And we're now come to the Riverboat Landing, Liberty Square Riverboat, Liberty Belle. Departs on the hour and half hour. Operating hours today is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Of course, that can change depending on the day. All right, let's head on in. Hello.
I made a lot of
We do have some chairs to sit over here while we wait for the riverboat to come back. Yeah, just gonna chill around for a moment. All right, guys, so the Liberty Belle has now arrived and we are now about to go on the boat. And we are now boarding the Liberty Belle. Rivers of America. I don't think anybody's going down this way. Woo! Smell from here. This is honestly a pretty cool spot. Might stay here? I don't know. I mean, of course we do have the bottom as well. This is just the middle level. But if you come over here, this is actually the front. And there's also an indoor portion as well, which is actually kind of nice. It's also a little tour as well. It'd be cool to actually retheme this and make it stationary and make it a Cars riverboat. But I don't think that's going to happen.
excited about let's ride a boat, but not everybody can.
You can go right in the front of it, have like a little Titanic moment. Let's go to the top. This little narrow stairway over here. It's a cool experience too on the top. I might stay over here. There is a little opening right here. Haunted Mansion definitely looks pretty busy. The lines all the way out there. Let's keep on walking around. Filled up pretty quick. We do have some seats over here, some benches. Here are the captain's quarters over here. This is cool. It'd be cool to ask if I can go inside there. That'd be pretty cool.
Hold on. Are they due? All right. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna. I guess they canceled the cancel.
It definitely looks like it wants to rain soon, maybe. I'm not too sure. But at least we're on it, though. And almost right behind me is the captain's quarters. Well, alright guys, so we're actually being evacuated from the Liberty Belle, and also it's been canceled due to lightning constriction, so time to head off. And one more look going down. Whew, definitely smell it down here. Whew. And that was it. The Liberty Belle. Honestly, I'm not too upset that it's canceled because I've been on it a good couple times. I mean, it would have been nice to ride today, but you know what? It is what it is. Central Florida, we do have weather in the area that does happen during the summertime, but the good thing is, got to go on Tom Sawyers Island today before it closed down. And here is the end of the line for the Haunted Mansion by the Liberty Eagle Counting House over here. I don't even know what the wait time is for a Haunted Mansion. I haven't seen it yet. All right, so Haunted Mansion's posted at a 50-minute wait. It looks really bad for what it is, but it's only 50 minutes, which actually isn't terrible, but I probably want to wait probably over 25, 30 for Haunted Mansion because of, you know, it's old is what it is, old Disney ride, but still an awesome ride nonetheless. But it looks really long because, of course, when they built this ride, it wasn't built for a high capacity queue like, you know, newer rides these days, like, you know, Tron Light Cycle Run, Flight of Passage, stuff like that. Well, all right, guys, now passing to Fantasyland Small World, 25 minutes. Also, Peter Pan's Flight at 65 minutes. It's still unbelievable. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, I actually rode Peter Pan's Flight. I got to Magic Kingdom around like 7:30. I rode like 7 attractions in like 2.5 hours, and I did this in like 5 minutes, complete walk-on during the fireworks. Amazing time. We're now passing by Prince Charming's Carousel. Also, it does look like the Sword in the Stone is actually now back. I was here like a while ago, and it was like under like a tarp or something like that. So it looks like whatever was wrong with it was fixed. Now gonna pass through Cinderella's Castle. Well, all right, guys, we're now heading underneath Cinderella's Castle over here, and also this is actually where you check into Cinderella's Royal Table if you did not know that. And there it is. I'm honestly not interested in trying this anytime soon. If anything, I would try Be Our Guest before this, but yeah, here it is. Right over here. It's kind of cool. And of course, we have the murals on the wall over here. It's actually the story of Cinderella. This really cool mural. It's kind of shiny. So it ends over here, starts way down there. It's actually really cool. Also a really nice spot to get out of the sun. Can't say I've ever shown this on the channel before. It's really awesome. And there is Main Street USA. And also, these little pillars, very detailed. Cinderella's Castle over here and entering Main Street USA over here. Sometimes I feel like when it turns nighttime or like sunset, the castle just feels way more bigger than actually what it is. But when you actually get to it like during like the daytime, it doesn't feel as big. And I had never even seen Disneyland's castle before, Sleeping Beauty's castle, but this is pretty awesome still. All right, guys, now making our way out of the Magic Kingdom today, we're gonna stop into the Emporium, see what kind of new merchandise we might have inside of here. And also, if you do love Starbucks with the Discovery series, we do have a Magic Kingdom one over here. Check this out. This is cool. Epic Universe also has their own as well for the Discovery series, which I really want to get. And yeah, this is cool. How much is this? Doesn't have a price. So if it doesn't have a price, that means it's free. JK. But yeah, still pretty cool. And over here we actually have some more Starbucks drinksware over here. So this is like all 4 parks and has like some icons on here. Here's Hollywood Studios right here. Hollywood Tower of Terror, Star Wars. Over here we have the Magic Kingdom. There's Dumbo right there. Let's see, Animal Kingdom, we do have Kilimanjaro Safari, Pandora, and here's Epcot. Looks like we do have Japan, or it could be China, actually, that's China. Looks like Paris, France, and not sure what that is, but that's Mexico right there, but yeah, kind of a little cool thing. Oh, also, Storen's right there, but yeah, Walt Disney World. It's not really a gold, it's like a silver. Not sure how much it is, but if you scan it on the app, it'll let you know. It's probably like 30-something, $40. And we're now on the other side of the Emporium. We do have some July 4th style merchandise over here. We had this Walt Disney World kind of baseball style shirt over here. Here is the side. That's kind of cool. I'm not a huge baseball person, but I do like the shirt. 71, the Magic Kingdom was established and opened. You got some like little lugs. I actually do like these. That's actually kind of cool right there. Look at that. It's just a little too pricey for what it is, but I do like it actually. And coming around, for Walt Disney World Americana themed. I like when Disney does this kind of stuff. Ready to sparkle. I will say, this is where Disney beats Universal. Universal really doesn't do that much like 4th of July or seasonal like merchandise, but Disney does. That's why I'll give Disney the hand. They have a bit of merchandise. Alrighty guys, now it's time to conclude our day here at Disney's Magic Kingdom. Well, alright guys, that will do here today at Disney's Magic Kingdom. See what is new and what's going on. Really, nothing's going on except, you know, Big Thunder Mountain's being reconstructed. We did see new tracks today, which was pretty cool. And of course, exploring Tom Sawyer's Island for the very last time. I will say that was pretty cool in doing that. And also attempting to do the Liberty Bell, which it was shut down due to lightning constraints. I don't know how, but just was. But still, I got to set foot in the boat at least. But still, other than that, pretty normal day here at Disney's Magic Kingdom. And also, I didn't film it, but I actually went inside Casey's Corner because they actually have a brand new dessert. Well, refurbished dessert. It's the baseball brownie, but it's like this brownie now. It actually has like caramel sauce in the brownie. It looks really good, but I was in it for like 5 to 10 minutes, and like that line was not moving. I was like, okay, I'm gonna head out of here because this is not working. I guess Casey's Corner's kitchen was having a bad day. Whatever was happening, I was like, yo, wait, get another time. But anyways, that will do here from Disney's Magic Kingdom. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more future content. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.